All right, everybody. Hi, and welcome back to Nagy on Sports. It's a beautiful Wednesday here as March continues to roll along, and we are in the wild card round of our 2020 Perfect World redo. Here at Nagy on Sports, Phil Nagy joining you as well as Kit Nagy, as we always do, bringing you these live sim games using Madden 21 with all of its warts and all. So excited to bring this one to you. You can see it's going to be a rematch. They've already played twice this season. The NFC South Panthers, who won the division, and then, of course, the Buccaneers, who we think are going to maybe go on and win the Super Bowl if real life has anything to say about it. So it's going to be a huge match. We're going to bring it to you here live as we always do. But first, let's welcome in your color commentator for today, Kit Nagy. Kit, how we doing, brother?
Doing great today. How are you? I gotta say, this is going to be an interesting game. Kind of seemed like every time we tuned in to the Panthers in particular, they underperformed. And then, as we saw in the season, Tampa Bay really struggled out the gate, and then kind of came on strong late in the season. So they probably have the momentum going into this game, but we'll see what happens. Carolina still came away with a very good record at 12-4. So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I remember the Buccaneers started 2-5 and then went 7-2 to finish the season. So they really picked it up late. And similarly with you, I think every time that we have seen the Panthers, we've been underwhelmed in person, specifically on offense. Just kind of a refusal to get McCaffrey the football. And then defensively speaking, they've been pretty solid, led by that rookie defensive tackle, Derek Brown.
Yes, indeed.
He had a monster game, I think, the last time that we called a Panthers game. So.
Yep.
All right, well, let's go ahead and do it. Again, that's Kit's Systems version of Tom Brady's season. Just a tick under 5,000 yards. Still not too shabby for the, 42-year-old?
Yep.
All right, first snap of the game, and it's going to be Brady in a shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to give it in the hands of Ronald Jones, and he goes right up the middle. He's going to be hit by the safety, Trey Boston, a short gain of 3. Brady, again, inside zone handoff, and it's not going to go anywhere, and a big-time tackle in the middle there by number 53. That's Brian Burns, the edge rusher.
Yeah, nice edge contain there, and keeping everything in front of him and forcing that back to the inside, but makes the tackle himself.
All right, 3rd and 10 now. Brady in a little bit of a pistol look here. He's going to go back to pass. He's got some time. Now he's going to fire it, a little check down, and it's going to be caught and then dropped immediately. Leonard Fournette, the receiver, and they're going to have to punt here. 3 and out for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, very nice tight coverage there from the Panthers, allowing or really helping to force draw that ball loose, preventing any pickup there. And he was already pretty well established on the tackle. That would have been short either way.
Indeed, McCaffrey's is the punt returner, and he is going to take it up to the 35, and that's it. So there he is, Teddy Two Gloves. Teddy Bridgewater again. He's played well enough to win a decent amount of football games. That's 6 in the interception column. Probably the lowest of any of the quarterbacks we've seen this year. It's been a high interception year around the league.
Yeah, it sure has. Lots of sacks, lots of interceptions in our sim.
All right, Bridgewater's going to start in a shotgun on the first snap of the game for their offense. He's going to give it into the hands. Oh, he's going to fake it and run a little read option to the right side and pick up just a couple of yards. Teddy Bridgewater.
It's an interesting play to come out of the gate with. Not really what you'd expect from these Panthers when they've got, run CMC and whatnot.
Oof, wide open, the complete to Mr. CMC himself, Christian McCaffrey, wide open in the middle as he lined up as a slot receiver on that particular play.
Yeah, getting him involved early here. He is so dynamic both in the rush and pass game. A very nice seam splitter there from McCaffrey. And that's really what you need if you're the Panthers.
The left side, it's going to end up going incomplete, but there was a lot of Buccaneer traffic around that ball.
Hey, Dino, welcome in. Go Browns indeed.
Right across the middle again, just a little check down again. It's complete up to the 35-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. That was Curtis Samuel's first catch of the day. McCaffrey up the middle, angling left side. First down and more inside the 30 and all the way down to the 28 for McCaffrey in his first carry of the game for 7.
Yeah, Curtis Samuel, big free agency signing by the Washington football team. I think that's going to be a really important piece for them going forward. I think it could be pretty electric for them.
Double tight end to the right side with a little RPO look, and he's going to fire a quick little screen to the left side to Robbie Anderson, who gets a nice run after the catch for a whole 11 yards and a first down.
Yeah, so far very productive on this drive, now in the red zone.
Another read option. Bridgewater is right up the middle and inside the 10 as he's going to get about 8 yards on that first down scamper. They are driving.
Still not sure I understand that kind of a play call here for Teddy Two Gloves, but it's working, so.
Left side, broken tackle for McCaffrey, and similarly, we've seen that before. Just run towards the green grass and you score a touchdown. Instead, tries a jump cut back to the middle and then gets tackled because of it. Welcome, Cheese Sports Talk. Good to have you on.
Yeah, welcome in.
All right, triple tight end look here again in this big 23 personnel. Right up the middle, Mike Davis, who's the power back, and he's going to power his way for 4. It's going to be a second and goal from the 1.
And actually a really nice arm tackle. Usually those don't work, but works that time.
Oof. Initial contact made by Winfield, and McCaffrey brushes it off, but then eventually does lose 2 yards as he's swallowed up by the rest of that Buccaneer front.
Yeah, Winfield blitzing off the edge there, gets just enough of a shot to slow him down, and then cleaned up by the rest of the defense.
All right, big third and goal here from the 3. Bridgewater with time. Now he's going to roll left. Is he going to run it in? He is! Touchdown! Teddy Bridgewater. A little evade the pocket and get into the end zone, and the Panthers are on the board.
Well, clearly Madden thinks pretty highly of Teddy Two Gloves' scrambling abilities here. He's had 3 runs now, 2 little read options. Actually, I guess that it was its own version of a little bit of a read option there too. So interesting play calling, and so far productive. You got 9 on one earlier, and then that one goes for a touchdown. So can't fault them for it working, but not exactly what you'd expect out of these Panthers.
Indeed, Bridgewater definitely a pocket quarterback. He has a little bit of agility for sure, but I wouldn't necessarily call him. He's not Lamar Jackson back there or Kyler Murray.
Right? Yeah. No, I'm not planning on designed runs for Bridgewater. Not that he can't get it done if he had to. It's just those are kind of things that you would call as a surprise if you really wanted to, but not so much as a staple. Which 3 times in a drive feels more like a staple.
True, right up the middle. Hit him as right away as Derek Brown. And that's Fournette. He's going to lose a yard there. Big time tackle by the defense. Brady under center again on a 2nd and long. He's going to 5-step drop. He's just going to throw it to a wide open receiver over the middle. That's Godwin, who takes a shot from Boston but holds on to the football. 3rd and 1.
And if you're the Buccaneers here and Tom Brady, you got to convert here because you got to get your defense. They just went through a big, long drive. You want to get them off the field, but they do convert here on a nice little outside zone read to the right side.
Yep, Leonard Fournette with a great run over that direction. He and Ronald Jones, again, will mix a lot of the carries today. You might see Ronald Jones in some more traditional passing formations like this one. Back to pass. Pressure coming as they blitz. They pick it up. He fires it over the middle, and he's got his receiver, and it's wide open to Godwin. First down to the 30 for Chris Godwin.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble there from the defender trying to jump the route a bit. Was just a tad late. Ball gets there first, as we're going to see here in a moment. And Godwin makes a very nice catch on the ball. You're going to see him try to jump the route just a bit and gets his hand there but misses. And Godwin comes away with the pass, and the safety has to clean it up.
Absolutely.
And that'll put Tom Brady in the zone.
Yeah. And he'll stay there for a while until something bad happens. So up the middle again, this time Ronald Jones for 7. Nice run for him, 2nd and 4. Double tight ends to the right side with Cameron Brate and Rob Gronkowski. Turn around, give it up the middle. He's angling. Nice little move Good cut in the hole for Fournette, and he's up to the 11. Great run for Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, it was really nice. Well blocked by the offensive line there. He actually had multiple options for where he wanted to go with the ball. It shows a little bit of the backdoor cut, but he had other options there as well.
Inside the 15 now at the 11. Inside handoff. Oh, sweet little cut in the hole for Ronald Jones, and he's going to get down for a 5-yard gain. A really nice cut at the point of attack to avoid the loss.
Yeah, very nice cut there. That was well read by Jones.
Triple tight ends left side. Brady goes to the right to the single receiver, and it's Mike Evans, and he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers answer quickly.
Yeah, the Panthers kind of sold out on the run there. Thought the run was coming in that spot. After they had gotten gashed a couple times in a row by both Jones and Fournette. But allows Mike Evans to get open on the back end after a nice little play fake.
All right, 7-7. Still about 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Not McCaffrey. He is not the kick returner. Good old Trenton Cannon, backup running back, is the kick returner, and he gets it up to the 26-yard line. Bridgewater in a shotgun. Brings a man in motion from the slot. Gives a little pop pass to him. That's Samuel, and he's going to run, unfortunately, right into Levante David, who was not fooled at all. No gain.
No, very, very disciplined there from the defense on the outside, just, being prepared for that outside run.
Teddy just going to throw this one away. Felt a little bit of that backside pressure from Shaq Barrett and ends up throwing the football away.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards.
3rd and 10. Bridgewater shuffling. Now he's going to move up in the pocket. 25. Try to run for it. He's just going to go down right. Maybe a gain of 1 when all is said and done, but they're going to have to punt here. 3 and out. Good stop there by the Buccaneers defense.
Yeah, very good stop indeed. For a moment there, I thought Bridgewater was going to make a mistake of throwing past the line of scrimmage because it looked like he was pulling up for it, but instead elects to get tackled, which is the better call. I mean, in that case, it's a loss down than 5 yards, but still 5 yards is still field position, so better to take a tackle there.
Antonio Brown on the return.
Antonio Brown, the punt returner, takes it up to the 26. Right side, he's got his man Godwin again. He's going to be near the first down stripe as Brady's starting to throw some darts now.
Yeah, this was purely a timing route there from Godwin as Tom Brady just had some coming right out of his break. Very nicely done.
Fake the jet sweep, give it up the middle to Fournette. Breaking the first tackle, and he's going to get 3 to the right side for Fournette.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
5 wide now. Spread out. 2 on one side, 3 on one. He goes to the 2-person side. He's got Godwin again. 4th catch of the quarter for Chris Godwin now. Great play.
Yeah, and that's that same little hitch route that he ran before. Again, timing route. Brady hits him out of the break.
Broken tackle for Fournette again, and he just pounds his way up the middle for another 6 yards. Leonard Fournette running hard here in this first quarter.
Yep, and we're seeing a very nice balance of plays from Tampa Bay, run and pass. They're really mixing it up and keeping this defense on its toes.
Right side across the middle on a slant. He's got it again for Godwin, and that's already, again, 5 catches for Chris Godwin. 68 yards here, still in the first quarter. 13 personnel with those 3 tight ends angling back towards the right as Fournette. He's going to get 3 more before being brought down.
Tell you what, though, Tampa Bay's winning at the line of scrimmage right now in the run game, so continue to watch as that develops.
Pitch to the left side. Fournette breaks the first tackle. He's got the second one, and he's going to go down at the 23 near the line to gain. It's going to be a 3rd and inches to start the second quarter. Tough running so far for Fournette. We have seen those pitch plays often have trouble, but he broke a couple tackles and made a nice run.
Sure did.
All right, motion this time from your tight end. That's O.J. Howard, left side. Fournette, first down and more. Past the 20, he got 5. He needed inches.
Yeah, a little guard trap pull here out on the B gap, and gets a nice lead block from his guard, and has a good little lane to pick up those inches he needed for the first down. That was an important pickup there as this offense continues to turn downfield.
Whoa, this time there he is right on cue now. Derek Brown gets a big stop for a 3-yard loss as Ronald Jones is swallowed. 3 wide receivers and Gronk on a wing on the right side. Up the middle again. This time it is Jones for a few more than he got last time. Call it a 3rd and 9 upcoming.
It's a gain of 4.
Back to mostly the original line of scrimmage here. Now they need to get to just outside the 8-yard line for a first down. Brady in a shotgun. He's back to pass. Blitz coming from the right side. Dump off over the middle of Jones. Spin move right at the point of attack. He made Shaq Thompson look silly, and he's got the first down yardage.
Yeah, and that little move at the end is really important because that's what's the difference between him getting stopped short there for a 4th and 1 or maybe 4th and inches and or picking up the first, which he does just barely, but just enough to get there, which is just what you want from your receiver underneath.
Back to pass, Brady. Shuffling, Brian Burns, but Brady somehow throws the ball away as he's headed to the ground.
But I wish Baker would do that more often.
Yes, I do too. Quick little dump across the middle on the drag. They're going to pick up 3, and I can't even tell you who the receiver is in that mass of bodies there. Oh, it's Antonio Brown for 3 yards right across the middle. 3rd and goal from the 5. To pass, Brady looking, right side, dump off Jones. Can he make another man miss? He cannot. He's going to get down to the 2, and that is it. Will they go for it or take 3 points here?
I think they're going to take the 3 here, but actually they're going to come out and go for it.
There you go.
Good for them. I like this call.
Yes, you were about ready to say they'll take 3. I would go for it. So there you go. This time they're going to run right side. He steps right into the end zone. Leonard Fournette, and the gamble pays off. 14 unanswered points for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, the reason why that's such a valuable gamble, because even if you don't convert there, unless you take a huge sack, which you poor play calling if you do, or have some kind of penalty, which you'd have to be a loss of down penalty to really hurt you. But the reason why I go for it there is because even if you don't convert, you're sticking the offense really in a position where you can possibly even get points off of a safety, and then the ball back. So it has lots and lots of upside. As opposed to 3 points feels like a defeat on the drive, where you still get, if you convert it, obviously you have a touchdown. So it's got a lot of upside to that, going for it on 4th and short at the goal line.
I'd never seen that sideline celebration before. Tom Brady was looking for somebody to high five, and all the players were ignoring him, and he was like, "Hey guys, come on, give me a high five, give me it." Like, it was really well done.
Somehow I think that's unlikely with Tom Brady. Just saying.
I don't know. He feels like kind of a jokester in terms of like, "Come on, guys, somebody give me a high five."
Yeah.
It worked out pretty well.
Speaking of these Tampa Bay Buccaneers, though, I know a lot of folks had interest in Ndamukong Suh, but news breaking today that he is looking to be signing back at $9 million for Tampa Bay, who is really across the board just bringing everybody back.
Where do they have all this money?
They actually, it was a 2-part. Excuse me.
The ball's out, but I think it's picked back up by the Panthers.
They restructured their deal with their tackle, Smith, I think his name is. They restructured the deal to free up something like $10 million in cap.
Gotcha. All right, back to pass. Pressure coming, firing right side, incomplete. He's had a man over there with DJ Moore and just overthrew the coverage a little bit, and a punt upcoming.
And quite obvious that they want to get the band all back together because they just want to run it all back and try to win a Super Bowl again.
Can't say that I blame them.
No, I mean, I certainly can't blame them either. I mean, I don't know that it would be successful. There are some very, very competitive, good teams that'll be vying for that as well, but we'll see how it works.
Tom Brady still in the zone, giving it right side. Fournette fighting for 2 more. He's up to 49 yards here in this first half.
And I think for once you can safely say that the Browns are very much in that mix right now.
Absolutely. Right up the middle, actually angling back out to the outside. Another nice run for Fournette. It's going to be a 3rd and 2 now, so he's churning up 4 to 5 yards per touch right now, Fournette.
Yep, very nicely done there, following his blocker kind of in a little bit of a convoy, getting extra yardage as he's going upfield.
3rd and 2, 3 tight ends over to the left side. Oh, Derek Brown says, sit down, Leonard. Big time stop from your rookie nose tackle.
You know, it didn't work there, but they are setting up that boot play action, and one of these times Tom Brady's going to keep it on that boot, and they're just going to burn this defense as they continue to saddle up for that run.
Absolutely, but a much-needed stop for this Panthers defense who had just given up 14 straight points. See if they can get some rhythm going here on offense with that nice mix of passes and Christian McCaffrey.
Yep,
And maybe even passes to Christian McCaffrey.
Yep, Panthers definitely need to get something going on offense here. That's going to be an important drive for them.
Play action and another keeper. I don't think that's really part of the offense.
No, I think they're running it back like it's Cam back there still.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Up the middle, McCaffrey, right side, pushing and forcing his way, pushing Vita Vea down. Vita Vea is a big boy, and McCaffrey just pushed him down. Really nice run there.
A gain of 4 brings up
3rd and 4, blitz coming. They set up a screen left side. McCaffrey's got it, and he's got some blockers. He runs past his blockers and is tackled by Whitehead down to the 39-yard line. Excuse me, not Whitehead, that's Jamel Dean. But good run and a first down.
Yeah, that's the weapon they really need to get involved in this offense if they want to go somewhere. But no, it's almost like Madden is still stuck in the Cam era in the Panther land. At least for the playbook.
Yeah, left side. Yeah, and obviously you didn't, did you do live playbooks for this?
I did, yeah, this is live playbooks.
Matt Rule's live playbook, so in theory it's based on some shred of reality, but I don't know, I guess I didn't watch a lot of Panthers football. Were they running some read option with Teddy? I don't know.
Not that I know of, but it's possible they were, and I didn't watch a lot of Panthers either, so they were not a team that I was particularly interested in.
5-step drop, 3rd and 3, they check up another one. It's McCaffrey's got a blocker, and he's going to go all the way down past the 40. Nice run there for Christian McCaffrey. Again, now 3 catches, 50 yards. That seems pretty good.
Yeah, and McCaffrey, being injured was such a huge blow to them that he's a lot of the excitement and why you would watch this game.
Back to pass, just a little dump off again to McCaffrey, except this time Levante David sitting right on his hip.
Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it feels that way, doesn't it, Dino?
Up the middle, Mike Davis. So just for funsies, I looked it up. Teddy Bridgewater had 53 carries for 279 yards this year.
Okay, more than I would have expected.
Yeah. And McCaffrey only had 59. Curtis Samuel ended up having 41. And Mike Davis had $165.
Well,
yeah,
you certainly don't want to be trading field goals for touchdowns, but at least some points here. Coming away with some points in this spot is important for these Panthers. But they're going to have to play better on defense, kind of try to contain this potent offense, and then find something on offense to get more than just 3 on a drive.
Yep. Again, a little bit of a spark may be provided by that defense. We'll find out. Will Tom Brady give them a gift, or will he just stay in the zone and keep shredding? Just a little dump off to Fournette, spin move around his defender, and he's up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, if he continues with these high-efficiency throws downfield and just picking this defense apart, the Panthers are in a lot of trouble.
Triple tight end to the right side. Fournette's going to get stuck at the line of scrimmage. He can't go any further. Great pursuit there by the defense. Julian Stanford, the linebacker, with a great tackle there. All right, 3rd and inches. Here we go. Again, that first quarter seemed long. The second quarter's gone really fast. And Brian Burns going to sit on Jones, and they got him for a loss. And a punt upcoming. Great stop there by your Panther defense.
Absolutely. With the way that this offensive line has been pushing the defensive line for Carolina around, really having their way all game, to have some penetration there on that 3rd and inches to bring up a tackle for loss was really important for this defense, and should bring some momentum to them for the game going forward. Because they've been getting shredded in the run game. And then that's opening up all kinds of lanes for Tom Brady to just shred them in that very accurate, relatively short but accurate, throws downfield.
Right side, incomplete. Are we going to get some PI late?
I think so, but that ball was uncatchable, so I don't think this is a very good call. That actually went well over his head, and he would not have even been able to catch that on the sideline at the boundary.
Up the middle, just fighting his way, McCaffrey. 2nd and 9 now.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Left side, he's got his man, and it's caught. We've reached the 2-minute warning. That was Robbie Anderson, a slant on the left side. Now a 3rd and makeable here. 3rd and 2, 2 minutes exactly, all 3 timeouts. Bridgewater shotgun. Blitz coming late. He's going to roll left side. He's going to scramble for the first down. He breaks the tackle of David. And now he's going to get pushed out of bounds by Murphy Bunting. Nice run again. Now 6 carries, 33 yards for Teddy Two Gloves.
Yeah, he's quietly putting together a game in the run game for himself here, and been successful in critical moments, and starting to put together a drive here and looking to get it into the red zone here soon.
Yep, no runs bigger than that one right there. Now he's going to take off again. Now fires left side into some traffic, but it's caught by Anderson at the 23. Dangerous throw, and a good catch for Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, dangerous throw, but he actually sets his feet first, which I think is the important part here. You know, yes, he is going against the defensive flow here. We're going to watch this one, but he actually watch him set his feet first, then he throws back, and has Robbie Anderson in a spot where he can go up and high point the ball where the defenders can't come away with it. Ends up working out for these Panthers, but you're right, that is dangerous to throw it across the field like that.
Pressure coming. They do get it off again. It's McCaffrey, 20 to 15, and he's pushed out at the 13. Nice job to get out of bounds that time for McCaffrey, as the Panthers still have all 3 timeouts.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, Wendell. Welcome. Go Browns.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Go Browns, indeed. Left side, Mike Davis, has he got the first down? We'll see what kind of field position they give him. They do now. First down and 10 from the 13 here.
Yeah, nice little scrape bounce, just barely out enough to get the first down there.
Check down to McCaffrey, and now I think the first time out is coming, and it is. No rush here now, Teddy. You got plenty of time. 1 minute, 2 timeouts. Don't force anything. Roll left side and throw it away. That's okay. 5 wide receivers in a little bunch just off the line to the right. Kind of an interesting formation with McCaffrey all the way out to the right. Back to pass, Bridgewater again. Blitz coming. He picks it up and he just throws it away out of the back of the end zone. I don't think he needed to get rid of the ball quite as quickly as he did that time.
Yeah, he had actually climbed the pocket, which is something that we ask our quarterbacks in this game to do, it feels like, all the time. So the fact that he was actually climbing the pocket, he had time. What climbing the pocket does is it brings that edge rush from the outside and allows it to go deeper than you are if you're moving up in the pocket, and makes it much harder for those guys to get around that edge to come and sack you. That's why backing up is usually the wrong answer. You want to go,
right.
That shuffle sack is so effective because that's playing to the edge rusher's strength. But if you're climbing the pocket like he was there, it gives you extra time to find your target downfield, and then potentially also gives you avenues that might open up to run the ball if nothing does open up downfield.
So 2 good drives for that Panther offense there. Both of them, unfortunately, are going to end in 3, and we will see if those are 2 points that they're going to be 2 moments of scoring where they're going to be chasing those points.
Yeah, again,
right.
I really don't think trading field goals for touchdowns is the right answer to beat this Tampa Bay team.
It's usually not the right answer to beat any team, but... Oh, and now Tom Brady's going to take one of those shuffle sacks. That's Gross Matos, the rookie out of Penn State, who throws him down.
Yeah, and that'll take him out of the zone, which is a big development here for this defense, because Tom was really shredding this defense with being in the zone.
And now they're just going to hand it off up the middle. Shaq Thompson rips him to the ground, and Carolina's going to go ahead and use their last 2 timeouts so they can get the football back here with about 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, nice little stand 3 and out for this defense. Again, giving the offense yet another opportunity, and if they come away with a touchdown this time, it'll feel a lot more productive.
No timeouts. They're at the 40. Let's see what they can do if they can get themselves out of bounds a couple times. Maybe give themselves an opportunity for another field goal late. We'll find out here, though.
Yeah, true. I wasn't looking at the clock. So 22 seconds, maybe they're not going to go for a touchdown and hope for a field goal instead. But unfortunately, with 22 seconds, it's going to have to be all perimeter work.
Which we know is not Madden's forte.
No.
This one, however, going to the perimeter. Oh, but McCaffrey falls down in bounds, and that's going to do it. 5 seconds. This is the half right here. Bridgewater, little drag route to DJ Moore, and that's the half. Okay.
That's the end of the first.
Wendell's calling for a rollback of our very first ever Super Bowl we had, where Tom Brady went on the drive 2.0 to beat to force us to overtime, and then Baker throws that horrible pick six for us to lose.
Yes.
After stopping the team we could not stop, we couldn't stop their offense all game long. They come out in overtime. Defense finally gets a stop, and then Baker throws this first or second throws a pick six. Game over.
Yeah, there was like a 4th and 18 and early in that drive, and it still haunts me.
Yeah,
it's like a 25-yard throw to Mike Evans.
Yep, and that was awful. And then it was like the most. I think it was possibly the most old school Browns, the way the Browns used to be. Brownsian way to go out.
Sure, that was still Madden 2020.
Yep.
All right, Bridgewater, first throw. He's got Samuel. Oh, what a little tip of the shoelaces. Otherwise, Samuel is in the end zone celebrating right now, but a nice run there on first down. Run after the catch, rather. Up the middle now, McCaffrey. He's going to fight for 4.
One thing we can say for our sim, though, is that our Browns, with the roster the way it's constructed, have been very consistent presence in the playoffs.
Yes, they have. That's going to be a little toe drag swag for Robbie Anderson on that right sideline. Just gets enough for the first down.
Which is something I'd very much like to see going forward, and I think it's very possible.
Bridgewater left side, another slant, and it's complete. Yes.
To Robbie Anderson. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Buccaneers' 35-yard line.
Well, the Panthers putting together a drive here, getting some production going. They're finally starting to get rhythm going on offense, which I think they need. And then as soon as I say that, they throw a bit of an inadvised over-the-middle throw that could have been picked, but luckily just an incompletion.
Left side again, or right side this time it's Moore, and he's up to the 20, so a nice little drive cooking here for the Panthers. Double tight end to the left side, actually 3 tight ends. McCaffrey up the middle, he's going to get a few.
Yeah, Wendell, it's interesting. The Steelers are kind of operating out of what feels like straight nostalgia. They seem to be nostalgic for players and teams of yesteryear, if you will, and that's bringing back Ben when probably that's not the best choice. Bringing back Juju, probably not the best choice for the way that roster is constructed. Very interesting choices that they're doing there in Pittsburgh, and unfortunately for them, or fortunately for us, I think that means that they're really going to struggle this year. I don't think they're going to be a particularly great team unless they happen to draft really well and they get a number of just excellent starters in the rookie class, which could happen too.
Yeah, I saw some stuff about they would have maybe really rather have used that Juju money to re-sign Hilton and Tyson Alualu. Makes their team better than just bringing Juju back. But yes, you're right. Claypool just got himself into a bar fight, so I don't know what that means for him, Dinosaur.
Yeah, that is very interesting with Claypool, and speaking of the corners, I mean, yet more to the nostalgia piece. Getting rid of both Alualu and Hilton, when both of those guys are younger and have potentially more upside. Going with Joe Hayden, who is more expensive because he's that veteran presence, and then also, he seemed like the more I love Joe Hayden, but he seemed like the natural cut. I mean, he seemed like the guy that you get rid of and keep the other two, or one of the other two,
They let Steven Nelson go yesterday, too, after unsuccessfully being able to trade him. So, yeah, they're just leaking good young players for the sake of, for the sake of Big Ben and the gang running it back one more time.
Right, which, especially with, I understand that, they're kind of cornerstone personalities in their franchise, but as in terms of winning, I don't think they're likely to win a lot of games with those particular players that they're cornerstoning in that franchise right now.
Agreed. Nice stop there on defense. They took a shot. It's going to be 4th and inches. Good run stop for the Panthers. They're going to get the football back again after kicking another field goal on their previous drive. That one's going to go over McCaffrey's head and check down at the 5. Nice punt. Sorry,
Very
Kit.
Nice punt. I was going to say it would be a completely different discussion if, Joe Hayden was more in his prime, like Joe Hayden at like 26, 27. I totally understand holding on to him. He's been a hugely dynamic player. He was great for the Browns when we had him. He was great going to the Steelers. Great player. But, guy at the end of his career, and kind of the sunset of his career, and, that's the big money ticket you're going to hold on to, doesn't make a lot of sense.
Indubitably.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out the middle, McCaffrey. Oh, he's going to get taken down right away. Nice tackle in space there, Devin White.
Yeah, very nice tackle from a dynamic playmaker in Devin White. He is such a great linebacker.
To the right side, it's our boy, good old Chris Manhertz, who's going to be playing some football for Urban Meyer in Jacksonville next year.
That's right.
Randomly, he's had a pretty decent sim for us every time we watch him. Spinning in the pocket, and Ndamukong Suh just appears right in his lap after that spin, and he's going to go down. Just the second sack of the day of Bridgewater. 2nd and 14. Just kind of try to get half of it here, Teddy. In the pistol. Back to pass. Right side. Just a little dump off, or get a little bit more than half. He's got a nice play there to Robbie Anderson up to the 24, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, shooting for the sticks there is, obviously you want to get at least some of it back, but good play call there. Nice production to bring up a convertible down, but don't make it with the run CMC there, bringing up a 4th and 1.
Yeah, again, if you're going to go straight power look there, I think Mike Davis is your power back. You try to put him in the game. McCaffrey not successful, and Devin White shuts the door, and they're going to have to punt. Antonio Brown breaks the first tackle. He's got the ball up to the 33. Tom Brady and co. back out on the field. Double tight ends to the left side, 2 receivers to the right. A little dump off to Fournette at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to quickly be run out of bounds by the linebacker Stanford. Good tackle in space, just a 2-yard game for Fournette. Brady again, Fournette, left side, breaking tackles. 5 more yards. See if they can get back to that. He ran really effectively in the first half.
Yeah, he sure did. Both offenses have had moments of nice production, and then kind of late, kind of a little bit suspect, kind of struggling to get things clicking again, getting back into a rhythm. And I think the eventual winner of this game, especially with the Panthers, in the red zone and their woes with three consecutive field goals now, it really, whoever figures out the rhythm on the offense is really, I think, going to be the one coming away with the win in this one.
That's the blitzing safety, Trey Boston, and he just goes right up the middle and sacks Tom Brady back to the 45.
Yeah, Dino, sadly, that's something that's pretty much universal across the game. You just do not see dynamic returns in the punt game and the kickoff return game. It's just, they don't exist. It's not as realistic as we'd like.
Correct, yes. We feel like it might be a result of some of the other gameplay sliders we have on, but something we may experiment over the off season with is how to try to get those a little more dynamic. Deep shot. Are they going to get a gift of a PI? That was 5 yards past Godwin, and they're going to get a free first down. Unreal.
Yeah, that's ugly, and that's not just a free first down. That's a free first bit down spot, putting them down at the 18, which is just, it was way over his head. Terrible call there. I mean, he was impeded, sure, but it wasn't catchable. Not, because as Tom Brady threw a rocket past him.
Yeah, and I hate the pro version of that rule tool. You shouldn't be getting 50 yards on a penalty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's
just make
that's
it
crazy.
Go to college, just make it 15, and then it's still bad. 15 yards and a first down is still bad, but you're not going to get a 60-yard gain because your receiver was good at acting and the ball was a little overthrown.
Or even if you want to make it like a little bit more damaging, maybe you could have it be as much as a 20-yard penalty, but it's spot foul up to 20 yards or something, and cap it so that it's no longer, so that if it's a 5-yard, it happens at the line of scrimmage, okay, that's like a 3 to 5 yard penalty or something.
Right.
Whereas if it's happens, 15 yards downfield, you put it at 15, and then if it's like 50 yards downfield, okay, they only get 20 yards or something. I can't. That spot foul nonsense is so frustrating because that just entices the offense to just, we're just going to bomb it every time and hope for PI, and then that's so dumb.
Absolutely. That was a jump by the left guard, Ali Marpet, to the right side now. Just a check down to Ronald Jones, who's actually going to run out of bounds 1 yard short of the line of scrimmage. So it's actually now 2nd and goal, but we're all the way back to the 13 now. Brady, pressure coming from Gross Matos. Dump it off again, and Jones does the same thing and actually loses another yard back to the 14.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Unable to keep himself in bounds there. If he had plenty of room up the sideline if he just manages his feet there and balance, but.
Brady slant, diving in, touchdown Evans. They gave him too much cushion there, and he's easily converting into the end zone. Touchdown Buccaneers.
That was much too easy. That's easy. That's Evans is not a receiver you give that much cushion to, especially near the goal line when the offense has got to have it. And that was a little skinny post there from Evans. Just much too easy conversion for Tom Brady to hit him there, and for Evans to get in the end zone. Yes, the boundary pass issues are really frustrating too with the timing out on those routes. It's another thing that we just can't seem to figure out and legislate out of the game. We'd love to, but I don't know of a way to get rid of that.
Yeah. Bridgewater, left side, fires a strike, and he's got his man down to the 41. What a catch there by Curtis Samuel, again, the new toy of Ron Rivera in Washington.
And you certainly know that even if Tom Brady, the wily veteran himself, can't figure out the timing for a perimeter pass, then there's something wrong.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure his awareness is at 99. Curtis Samuel, another little dump off. He's going to get 4 this time. Again, Sean Murphy bunting, the corner continuing to shadow him. 8 tackles for Murphy bunting, though. 2nd and 6. We're into the 4th quarter now. Tampa Bay up by 5. And that's going to be a little dump off to McCaffrey to the left side. And he's got the first down to the 45. They're now into Tampa Bay territory.
Yeah, and already clock management in this game is going to be important. So, that's it's already a perimeter pass. Need to be looking to get out of bounds whenever you can. Extra time is good when you're down.
Bridgewater with a blitz coming. He gets picked up. He rolls right. He's at the 50. Now he fires deep across the field, and it's caught. What a catch at the 17. Wow.
Wow, indeed. That was a hugely inadvisable throw, but somehow Teddy Bridgewater sees his guy kind of with a body position on the defender here. Sorry, I didn't mean to click through that because I wanted to watch that, but a really nice diving catch there and really kind of masking the risky throw for Bridgewater.
And I don't even have the roster in front of me, but I do not even know that name. Kirkwood was the guy who caught the ball. Kay Kirkwood. Since the rosters are all so different now, it doesn't really help me to look at them. But Kay Kirkwood with a great catch, diving across the field on that late throw from Teddy. I thought he was going to run. Personally.
Yeah, I thought he would too. He had plenty of space to do it, but finds a nice target downfield. Well, really, on the backside, where you wouldn't expect him to find a target. He happened to be scanning the field enough and found him.
No gain on the play.
McCaffrey was met by no less than 4 white jerseys there in the middle. Rolling to the left, firing a strike on the run. That one's going to be incomplete. And guess what? Another stall out in the red zone.
Yeah, it's going to be.
They're going to
go for it here on 4th and 6. I like this call because you really can't have 4 field goals in a row.
Bridgewater right side, and it's picked to the end zone. Oh boy, going to be taken back to the 12. Carlton Davis picked it off in the end zone. First down, Buccaneers.
Okay, so I like the option to go for it. I do not like the play call though. They had 3 defenders in the area. Bridgewater just takes. I mean, it looked like he had coming out of the huddle. He had a target in mind. He was going there, hell or high water kind of thing, and. Much like Baker used to do early, in especially last year, where he'd come out with a target in mind and just throw it regardless of what was happening, and that's what that looked like there. And very unfortunate for the Panthers. They had an opportunity. All they needed was a first down. They don't have to get the touchdown there. They go for the end zone, and Bridgewater throws a very inadvisable pass to a man out on an island with 3 defenders in the area.
Yeah. Absolutely. Not a great route choice there either.
Nope.
Across the middle, it's Godwin again. He's got the first down yardage.
So
now all of a sudden the Panthers need to stop.
They have to have
let them go up 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and Tom Brady back in the zone does not help that.
Up the middle. Oh, sweet move. Jones, and he's going to go. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he's going to be dragged down in the end zone by Cornelder, but it's a touchdown. Ronald Jones, dagger from 76.
Yes, absolute dagger there as they just find a nice little seam up the middle. He just kind of, we're going to watch this one. Oh, come on, show us the beginning of the run. That was the exciting part. The end of it, yes, it was a foot race there at the end, but it was really his work up through that first level, second level that was so nice as he finds a little bit of a seam and cuts back just slightly to take advantage of one block that just springs him.
And just like that, your lead goes to 12. I guess the only thing you can be happy about with the Panthers is that you let them happen quickly.
Yeah, that's still lots of clock left for the Panthers, which is good for them. But on the other hand, if they continue to stall out in the red zone, it surely won't matter.
Yep. All right. Teddy, time for a special moment here. Are you a special player, Teddy Bridgewater? It's about time to find out. 10:09, down 12 in the playoffs. Dump off first play to Mike Davis. That's a 7-yard gain. 9:40 and counting. Like them to hurry up here. They won't do that until there's 2 minutes left, unfortunately. Back to pass Bridgewater. He sees his man. He's going to throw the drag to Samuel. Breaks the first tackle. Then Devin White brings him down at the 35. First down.
And they're being kind of conservative here. They really need to be a little bit more aggressive because they've got to score 12 points yet. 9 minutes left. Doing a lot of underneath work, but then again, when you've got Run CMC underneath, he can make a lot happen after the catch, which he does there. But I don't know. A little bit more aggression from the Panthers, I think, is warranted here. They need to score relatively quickly here and hold Tampa Bay at the same time with Tom Brady in the zone. It's a big ask.
30 completions now for Bridgewater, and he has yet to eclipse 300 yards. That tells you how they've been pushing the ball or not. Running right side, 40. Slides down, almost gets drop kicked in the face by Levante David. 5-yard gain, clock runs. Spin move, oh, he spun right into the sack, and Jason Pierre-Paul says, sit down, 3rd and 12 upcoming. JPP, yeah, you know me, on the sack. Across the middle, he's got it to his receiver. They're going to be a little short. They're going to get 10 of it back now. A 4th and 3 upcoming. That's Robbie Anderson.
And you got to go for it
catch.
here. You can't afford to be going for a field goal for a fifth time, so they are going to go for it, or it would be fourth time.
Yeah, everybody up at the line. They all drop back. Floats it deep left side, and it's caught! And he's out of bounds, apparently, unfortunately, for Samuel. Wow.
Wow, I wonder if they're going to challenge this. It looked to me like he had the ball under control inbounds, but I don't see challenge coming, flag coming yet.
That was an interesting route. He just ran like straight. It was like a fly route, but at an angle towards the sideline. That was interesting.
Yeah,
and not even a review. Wow.
Yeah, the throw was an interesting choice. Bit of a lollipop, gave the defenders a chance and kind of put them out at the sideline, made it more difficult.
Wow.
You still want to touch on that pass, but not quite that much. I mean, you don't want to throw a rope there because the defender was in a good spot to make a play if you throw a rope. But if you put just a little bit of arc on it and drop it over the defender, but not like a huge rainbow lollipop like he did there. Too slow was the problem with that throw.
2 good catches in a row for Mike Evans. The first one was a really, really tight window, and he made a great catch.
First down, Buccaneers.
And sadly, I'm going to have to say that turnover on downs is going to seal the fate here for the Panthers. The Buccaneers are just too good now, especially as you mentioned with Brady still in the zone. 5 minutes to go. I don't think Carolina's got a prayer in this one.
Well, and they're actually fortunate on that run. That was a massive parting of the Red Sea there for a huge hole up the middle that Jones just does not take advantage of, or that Fournette does not take advantage of. And kind of gets tackled inadvisably. He had a huge hole.
Right side, he's got a receiver, Godwin down to the 13. He was wide open, Chris Godwin. What's going on back there, Carolina?
I don't know. That's certainly a guy that you want to have some good coverage on. They allow him, to make a nice catch on the perimeter there, out near the boundary. But you certainly can't. You probably have already lost this game, but any kind of points here, and they're well within field goal range. Any kind of points is more than sealing it.
Interesting. The Buccaneers are still throwing it so much, but it's working right now. Till there's a pick six the other way. Oof! Dropped in the hole by Gronk. First time we've actually called Gronk's name today, and it's a drop.
Yep.
And it stops the clock. 4 minutes to play. Back to pass. 3-step drop. Left side. Slant again. Touchdown, Mike Evans. They ran that play one other time for a touchdown already in this game. 3 touchdown catches now for Mike Evans.
Yep, and that's going to be game, set, match here. They have very much closed the door. The Panthers really do not have enough time to mount any kind of an effective comeback. And Tampa Bay is going to make it out to the divisional round and close the door on their division rival here, who had a really good season, but for whatever reason, whenever we happen to have them in games, just didn't seem to show up.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
3:55. Is what remains. So it was a good season again. You can hang a banner for NFC South Division champions. Sure, go for it. But bottom line is you're going home after hosting a home playoff game, and that's got to leave a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth. Although for a freshman campaign for Matt Rule, that's a pretty good run.
Yeah, this actually feels to me a lot like what the Ravens did, going 14-2 and then getting knocked out in that very first Wildcard game. I don't know. Or it was actually, I guess that was technically the division, but it's still, first round, your first game in the playoffs, you're getting sent home, and not just like a close game, but like really more of a blowout style game. This kind of has that same kind of feel to me.
Left side, McCaffrey is going to get blown up out of bounds at the 47. So he's had a heck of a day today, Christian McCaffrey. 10 catches, well over 100 yards for Run CMC. 2:38 and counting, back to pass. Bridgewater now rolling left side, now floating it back across his body, dangerously so. Robbie Evans cannot catch it, incomplete.
Yeah, he's been successful on those today, but watch out, do that too much, and you will come away with interceptions.
There's Chris Manhertz on a slant from the right side, his tight end spot. Here comes the 2-minute warning, unless they can get another snap off, and they cannot.
First and 10 at the 40.
Would have been a free play there, dudes.
Yeah, it almost feels like the Panthers have recognized their fate in this one, know that everything they do here is just save face mode.
Man hurts again. 7 more, 144 and counting. Bridgewater back to pass. Now rolling to the right side. Whoa! Shot out of a cannon! Wow, that safety got back there quick, and then the rest of the defense showed up in time. That was nuts how fast he got back there.
Yeah, well, very impressive.
Oof, and now he almost had a pick six the other way. 4th and 16 upcoming as Bruce Arians congratulates Tom Brady on yet another playoff victory, this one on the road.
Yeah, you don't see that too often for Tom Brady, the road victories, but they do happen, and there is a pick.
There's the pick that we were calling / predicting for, and it's going to be returned down to the 50. That's Jordan, don't call me Jermaine Whitehead.
Yeah, the biggest problem with that is just Teddy Two Gloves underthrows it. He's got his receiver, but the defender's in a better spot to make the play here. Kind of gets hung up on the 2 defenders sitting on the same spot.
Yeah,
and then it's just a who can high point the ball. And in this case, the answer was not the Panther receiver. It was very much Whitehead coming away with that one.
Turn around, give it to Fournette. He's cradling that thing with both arms.
Yes, most likely only doing the one today, Wendell.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Right side, Fournette again. Shaq Thompson brings him down. We're down to 40. They do not have to snap the ball again. I don't know if they know that, so they might snap the ball again, but they do not have to snap the ball again.
No, it looks like, they will.
Fournette.
Interesting.
Fournette with 1 more yard to gain. He's going to end with 93 and an even 25 carries for the game. So, Matt Rule, hopefully you'll get an off-season makeover like Stefanski, and we'll see you again next time. But it's time to go home now. Carolina, you had a good run. But the Buccaneers, Bruce Arians, Tom Brady and company, moving on to the 2nd round of the playoffs with a decisive 35-16 victory on the road here today in Carolina. We'll take a quick gander at the post-game stats as we often do. Teddy 35 of 48 for 345 as he was throwing a bunch late, and he did have those 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Brady 25 of 28 for 212. That's pretty darn efficient and not really stressing yourself much, is it? 3 touchdowns, all of them to Mike Evans. McCaffrey 13 for 31 on the ground. Bridgewater, the best runner, 9 for 44, and he had the touchdown as well. Fournette, we talked about, of course, 25 carries, 93 yards and a touch. Ronald Jones, 8 for 87, and again had that 76-yard touchdown run, or 73 or whatever it was. McCaffrey, 10 catches, and 122 is the result for him. 98 of which happened after the catch, which is nice for him. Buccaneers led 7 for 97 for Godwin, but how about Mike Evans, 6 for 62, and all 3 of Brady's touchdowns ended up in his hands. Defensively speaking here, for the Panthers, they're going to be led today by Shaq Thompson and his 10 tackles. Sacks today, they were only able to get to Tom Brady twice, and that was Yetur Gross-Matos and Trey Boston. Buccaneers, you'd expect one name at the top, and there it is. White and David always near the top with 13 and 11 respectively. Sacks today, I think they got to Brady 4 times. Pierre-Paul Vita-Bea, 2, and then Edwards and White combining for 1. The picks today that were thrown were recovered by Carlton Davis and Whitehead, Jordan. So, another good game here. Kid, anything to wrap this one up?
Yeah, I mean, much like we mentioned here, that is actually relatively close for quite a bit there, and then just there starting into the 4th quarter, Tampa Bay just really, ran away with that one. Mistakes from the Panthers kind of opened the door, and it was a bit underwhelming for the Panthers with all those field goals, just not able to get it done in the red zone. And I think that probably is the biggest difference in this game, because they could have opened the door wide open with the way their offense was operating in the early goings of this one. And if they, instead of coming away with 3 field goals, come away with 3 touchdowns, it suddenly is probably a very different game.
Indeed. So 35-16 again is your final. Appreciate you being on here at Nagy on Sports for Phil Nagy and for Kit Nagy. Again, very, very grateful to all of our supporters, all of our subscribers. Again, if you would like to have football or Browns banter and chatter between these sims, please check out the description in any of these videos for a permanent link to our Discord channel. You'll also get pre-sim notifications, sometimes as early as the day, or sometimes just a couple of hours, sometimes just 5 minutes, but it's still always before the YouTube notification bell will let you know, which is when it's already started. So again, appreciate everybody being on. You guys are so awesome. Thank you. And today we will say go Buccaneers, and as always, go
Browns!